you're all doing well, enjoying the weather wherever you are. May you be blessed for your day. Okay, let's see what is going on with the Divine Feminine. Ooh, follow the guidance. You are be guided and feel and follow your inner compass. You have a lot of support of the ancestors, the goddesses, the gods, the entities, and other deities around you. Trust your guidance. Trust wherever they send you, that you will be okay, that you will be safe, and that is exactly the place where you need to be. So this is going on in your mind, you know, just let everything go and flow, and let the goddess, if you are goddess or god or whatever you're connected with, let them guide you as it's the right direction where you need to go. So you have a lot of support, not only from your guidance and your ancestors, but also from the people around you. There's a lot of guidance and support coming from that. So yeah, and trust that inner compass. That inner compass will really work well with you. Let's see where you're heading. Let's see where you're heading. You're heading towards. Yeah, exactly. You're letting go of something that was important to you. You're letting go of something that was important to you. And you are following your own destination. You're following your own road. And it has to let go of situations or people. And it's really amazing, because we had the Lion's Gate. During that Lion's Gate, so much transformed. So many things was in this transformation happening for you. And when you let go, you know, even if you don't see it yet, you know, you're heading towards the sun. You're heading towards a new era in your life, a new beginning. And sometimes you have to leave people behind. Sometimes you have to let situations behind. But that doesn't mean it's always bad. You know, it's for your highest good that you follow the guidance and the inner compass that you have to walk, to keep on walking till you find your destination. And yeah, that's exactly it. You know, you're in a guidance set already for a while. You know, let go. You have to let go. You have to move on. Take a next step. And that was probably also for a couple of weeks, couple of months already. And you weren't on that verge of, you know, shall I take the step? You're holding on. It's more the loyalty that you have within you is keeping you hanging, you know, is keeping you stuck actually. Well, when you walk with your inner guidance and you walk with your ancestors and your angel guides or your god or your goddess, you know exactly that life will amazingly blessed for you. So that is what you're actually do. You let it go. And there is a new road ahead for you with new possibilities. In your heart space, you're a dolphin baby. You're a Lemurian origin. So it could also mean that you are, that you need to be near the ocean near the ocean, and be in that timeless space. You know, when you're a Lemurian origin, you need to be in that timeless space. You know, nothing is arranged, nothing is on time. You know, we always call it Glastonbury maybe time. And you need to be adaptable. You need to be flexible for things that can change every minute. Because if you follow your guidance and you know that in your heart space, then things can happen every moment and every minute of the day. You can get information where you need to go. And when you are going with that flow, then and you're adaptable and you have the time and space, then everything can hop in and can hop out, and things will change for you for the better. You know, and take your time for the things that you are doing. You know, maybe you had a lot of busyness in your life. You had a busy lifestyle, busy at work or whatever. And if you start to take your time and take a step back, then all new ideas are coming in. Things will flow more for you. So, and that's exactly what you're doing. You're going with the flow, you know. And you need to be near the ocean. So that's really amazing. So let's see what the other cards are saying, and what is happening in the timelessness. What is happening in the timelessness for you? When you're out of time, no watch, no priorities, nothing, but just walking around, going with the flow and being in that rest energy. So let's see, what are you going to do what's going to happen when you're in the timelessness? Yeah, you're coming into that Queen of Cups energy. You know, you're coming into your love, in that giving, in that serving energy that is asked from you to go to. And then when you're in this energy, things will be more easy, just being with that flow. You know, you can give, you can be in service, you can be in service to other people. You have that beautiful, serene energy, and you are guided by the Acturians. You know, you are guided by the Acturians at this moment. So, and you're in that service towards our world. So that is really amazing. So let's see how that will flow for the Divine Feminine, because I have a feeling that all portals are open for you. Tomorrow we have the last 444 portal. So it's a double. It's a quadruple 4 tomorrow. So that is huge portal that we all going through, and that will change so much on this earthly plane, and you will handle it with love and care. So that's in the heart space. So be in that dolphin baby energy, be in that timeless energy. So all things can exist instead of doing. And maybe you did already all the things that you needed to do for a day. You know, maybe you had a list for yourself that you say, okay, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do that, and you're already done it. And now you can come in that space of timelessness, you know, and then doing the things that you enjoy. What is coming up for you into the near future? The vision of unity. Focus on the light you are clear in your seeing, you're letting go of the illusion, and you have new pineal gland activations. So it could be that you got new information from your guides, and that your pineal gland is activated for with new codes and new things coming in, and there's a unity coming up. There's a union coming up between the higher forces, the masculine and the feminine energy. So it could be that you are going to work with this masculine energy to be in this union, in that union energy, to work and to activate the earth. So yeah, let go of all the illusion, let go of the things that you have to, that you must do, that it's expected of you. And I can imagine if you have a job or you are in that space that you have a commitment towards another person, that you say, okay, you know, I'm doing this in the morning and I'm doing this in the afternoon, and I take my time. I can assure you, you can assure them that the things will be ready at the end of the day or at the middle of the day, but that you have space for yourself also to bring in things, bring in new things that can be helpful or supporting your company or your work. So know that you are doing all the right things at the moment, and that you also need to have space also on your workspace, that you can work in that union energy with the masculine and the feminine energies together. Okay? So if you come up with new ideas and a new inspiration, how you can your work more easy, more in contribution, you know, they only can more appreciate that than just work, and execute the task that you need to do, and be stressed about it. So take that in flow, you know, and focus on that light, focus on that higher frequency for yourself. Let's see what the masculine and the feminine energies are doing. There's no sacrifice anymore. You don't have to sacrifice yourself anymore in that new template, in that new portal. You know, it's the energy of sacrificing yourself for your work, for other people, for situations. You know, it doesn't fit in that fifth dimensional realm anymore. So when we are in that transitioning, and you will feel it everywhere, that everything is shifting and changing, then also you can change, contribute the change within your environment. And when you can make a contribution in the change of your environment, if it's your workspace or, you know, anywhere else, you know, then it's not a job anymore, you know, then you're contributing, but you're a part of a team. You're a part of something that is bigger and easier for you to navigate. So you don't have to sacrifice yourself anymore for your work or for something else. Okay. What is holding you back, or what is contributing? What is holding you back? What is holding you back to take that step? What is holding you back is in the work atmosphere. You are connected to the source of all. You have a true home, and just be. Make that heart connection. Cosmic heart source. That is what is not in alignment with you when you are working your butt off. So even if you're at work and it's a stressful and hard situation at the moment, take a time out for yourself to connect with your cosmic source. Because when you connect with that cosmic source, you get more energy and you get more connected to your inner creativity. So know that you need to feel at home where you're working, because when you are in a workspace and you don't feel at home and it doesn't feel as family and it doesn't feel as something that is familiar for you, then you're wasting your time, because you can say, you know, after a year you're gone, because you need to have a good space, a good environment where you can feel at home and can be yourself. And that's what they're asking. Just be yourself. Make that heart connection, you know, with all the people around you. Make that heart connection. And because we're all one, we're all connected with each other. And I know there is sometimes on the work floor, there are some people that, you know, want to take your chair or want to, you know, want what you have, you know, but that's not a sacrifice anymore. When you're taking a time out for yourself, connecting with this, with your source, with your cosmic heart source, and just say to yourself, you know, there is enough for everyone. And what that creates, that will create an open space for you to get something better than where you are at. Because they see what you're doing, they see what your task is and what you need to do there in the future. So make sure you're at home at your workspace, and don't see it as work. See it as an extension of yourself. So, because if we see it just as work, because I need to earn my money and I need to earn an income, you know, then you separate yourself from your workspace. But if you integrate that workspace, you know, in your heart space, and you love what you're doing, you know, it will flow, and you will be more connected with the people around you. Yeah, that can create within you, and that's what I see, some chaos, because most of the people say, I'm going to work, instead of, you know, I'm there 8 hours a day, maybe longer, and see it as a space that they have to go to, that they have to do. But if you see the work as something that you love, you don't have that inner conflict. You know, you don't have that fight within you or fight with other people, because you have to go and you have to do it again. And that means that yeah, that you are in separation with your heart, in separation with your heart source, because it's mental to say, you know, I'm going to work, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Instead of you saying, okay, I'm going to another space and I feel at home there. I know the people, I know everyone, I know how it works, and I can go around it. But I approach everybody as my brother or my sister, or the people I connect with, that is coming from a heart source, is coming from a loving space. And then everything will flow for you. It really works that way. And have gratitude that you can work at that space, that there is work for you, that you can explore, and that you can express yourself, but also express the love, express the creativity, express everything what you need to express or want to express in a loving way. And when you're connected, most of the things are then in a more yeah, it's more that you don't speak from your heart, from your mind anymore, but from your heart. And when that heart is connected to source, then you are in that space of openness. That heart is open. So you're open to receive everything, and you don't have to sacrifice yourself anymore or to fight against the people. If we start to accept everybody as who they are, with the flaws they have, with the shadows they have, at the space where they are, then you're glowing and you're gliding through life. Okay. Lemurian guide. You're a sister, a friend, a teacher of the infinity. There is universal love and unconditional love for you. So I already said it. That's the Lemurian energy. Don't see work as work, but see it as a second home, where you're heading. If you set and have another mindset, then everything will turn around in the good for you. And if you have to let things go, then now it's the time to let it go and follow your own path. You're a sister, a friend. So see everybody, your co-workers, as a sister, a friend, or a teacher. They come to learn you a lesson, or they come to support you, or to give you a guidance. And it's infinite. It's the teacher of the infinite source. So you can learn from you can both learn, or everyone in that situation can learn from each other. When you are connected with universal love, it will flow more and more and more. And our egos are just making the battles. Okay? So what is going on in love for the Divine Feminine? In love, you're that sister, you're that friend, you're the teacher. This is this universal love that is flowing between you two, and that brings you both together. Okay? Yeah, and the card of forgiveness. If you forgive, if you're able to forgive and see the bigger picture, and you trust that, then there is also healing. So you don't have to think too much about it. It's just the Ho'oponopono, or you forgive yourself. And if you forgive yourself and you forgive somebody else, and you see the bigger picture of why certain thing happens in your life, why there is a disconnection, or a separation, or uncomfortability going on, it's probably something that you need to learn within yourself, Maybe you need to let go of the insecurity and forgive yourself that you have that insecurity within you. You know, most of the people have insecurities because everything, when you start anew, when you and you don't know the outcome, because we all want to know an outcome, um, then and you make a new start of something, then there is this insecurity coming in, instead of thinking, I trust this, you know, and I let it go and I let it flow. As the more we start to control it with our mind, the more insecure you become, the more doubt there will become. And if you just give yourself in that surrender mode and say, I give it up to the universe, I'm letting go of the control, you will know that there is a bigger picture for you, and that you trust and heal, and also heal that control system, you know, within yourself. You heal that control system, and you heal the doubt, and you heal the insecurities. Because when you go with that flow, you don't have to be insecure about anything, you just be. And when you take a new step and a new path, yes, of course, it will be, there will be some insecurities. But that means if there is an insecurity that you don't trust the universe, that everything will be worked for you in the highest form and in the highest good for you. Okay? So that's what is healing at this moment in a collective energy. So let's see what Oshun has to say. Let's see what Oshun has to say. Rising, awakening, alignment, enlightenment, and insights. Rise and lit your fire, lit your inner fire, lit that love and that compassion and that desire where you want to head, you know, where you want to go. Know that you will be supported by that light, and you will awaken so many people around you. You are a part of this big awakening. And when you are part of this big awakening, and you want to enlighten yourself, then probably this is a very good manner and a good way to handle and to let yourself be guided by the greater source. And you get your insights, you know. The more you're in your mind, the less insights you get. The more you let go, the more insights you get. The more connections you can make. The more the puzzle will fall into each other, you know. The puzzle pieces will fall into each other. And then when you think, oh my gosh, that last piece of the puzzle, where is it? Where is it? Can't find it. Did I do something wrong? It doesn't fit. You know, if you're going into that loop, you know, your mind is taking over, and that puzzle will never finish. So when you let it go, and you let yourself be guided by the light, and you get that enlightenment, and you also get the insight why are certain things happen in your life. And Oshun is saying, you know, I lit your fire, I let the fire going, and you know, I'm going to that light, and I follow that light. And when I follow that light, I will wake up. The awakening is started. You know, I don't have to control everything anymore. I can let go of my control, that I don't have any control over it. Doesn't mean you let it happen. It just say, I surrender myself to the higher source, and what the higher source is giving me, that is what I will follow. And then you will be there in that trust, in that inner knowing, and you can surrender. And you go in flow. Last cards. Oshun's voice chakra, authenticity, individuality, and self-expression. You have a right to self-express yourself. You're an individual that there is no second one of you. You are the only one with your energy, with your creation, with your perceptive, with your authenticity, how you live your life, how you do the things. There's only one of you. So you never have to worry about any competition. You know, yeah, they can image you, you know, they can let their hair grow, they can dye their hair, they want to look like you, wear the same clothes as you, they want to do the same things as you. It doesn't mean they are you. They have still their own energy. Energy is something you can't, and heart space and connection is something you can't copy. So be in that self-expression. Let yourself not be silenced by anyone around you, because you are that individual that has something to say for maybe people that understand you, you know. And when you recognize that and you feel it in your heart space, then you're at the right space, and that's what you attract, right? So let's see what the awakening cards have to say for the divine feminine. And love is a part of it. Love is an energy. Love is not something that somebody else is giving you. Love is the love that you give to yourself, the energy that you give to yourself, how you see yourself, how you treat yourself, okay? Soul earthening, consciousness, rooted, and soul awakening. Your consciousness and you're rooted. Your consciousness is connected with the higher source. You are rooted in Mother Earth deeply, and you create a transformation within yourself constantly that doesn't stop. You know, the learning and the freedom and letting yourself go, shedding your skin, you know, going with that flow, and keep yourself rooted. That means that your soul is awakened. You have a soul awakening. You go through soul awakening time and time again. Every time when you're doing your prayers, or you do your rituals, or you know, you're awaken a piece of your soul, and you're very grounded and you're rooted. Go into nature. Look at the signs of nature. That will give you all the answers that you need. Sometimes we're too much in our mind, and we can't find the right answers. And when you go for a walk, you know, and you come back and you sit down, have a cup of tea, the answers are just dropping in, because you saw the signs already in nature. So consciousness, that's the consciousness. Be conscious of the things that you do, what you say and do to other people, that will multiply back to you in 9 times. So yeah, really, really amazing. Shedding your skin, taking care and being service for Mother Nature. standing up for Mother Nature, standing up what's the truth within, let go of the control. And that is something what will happen actually after this portal tomorrow. You know, the control systems, and you see it all over the world. You see it all over the world. The influence of that timeline is falling. Everything is falling apart. Governments are falling apart. The more control and structure they want to have, it's falling apart. The peoples are standing up. And when the people standing up, you know, and we standing up for each other, you know, then huge things will happen in this world. We don't things how they are now will drastically change after tomorrow's portal. Okay, and also for you in your love life, men that want to control you don't have any control over you anymore, because they need to go to that divine masculine energy, and then they are allowed to come into the divine feminine space. You know, all the control on the lower frequencies, that is disappearing. That is why the divine masculine goes on so many beautiful places to, and also lower vibrational energies to shift and change that energy, you know, to be there for each other and to hold the divine feminine, to keep them safe. Don't let the things happen what is happening now in the world. Soul celestial awakening, self-love and connection. There's a lot of connection around you. You have a connection with the higher beings, the star beings, the starseeds. You're one of them. You're probably one of them when you looking at this video. You have a lot of self-love, and your awakening, your DNA awakening is here. Your DNA strand is activating, and we can go up to a 24 strand DNA instead of a 2-strand DNA. So we're totally getting activation after activation. And when you're connecting to them and you have that self-love for yourself and you have high standards, you know, of no, this is not happening for me, and you go into that other timeline, because most of the time it's just raising your vibration and going to another timeline, that you don't meet the things that the normal people meet in their life, you know. To sometimes you hear a no and they say you have to go back, or you can't go this way. You just need to trust that everything will be in alignment and everything is good for you, and say, no, I'm not going back. I'm going that direction. I need to go to that space at that moment in that time, and I make sure I will be there. And I know there is a possibility. There is no. Nothing is impossible. Everything is possible in your life if you have the trust and you put your standards up and say, you know, that's not possible, or it's impossible. That doesn't exist. That's just a trick of the mind to get you out of your alignment, or get you out of your mission. You know, there are always energies working with you that don't want you to do the things that you want to do. And just shift your frequency and go to that higher space, go to that love and shift that. you know, and everything will flow again. So don't be any worried about it. Just go in that trust, that unconditional love, that everything what is happening for you will happen for the highest good. Okay? All the love, all the blessings, Divine Feminine for this week. And I love you and thank you so much that you're watching my videos. And I see you next time. Bye-bye.